those who don't know, the asset protection we have usually works basically like this. You got a property, you have equity in it. We get a Wyoming LLC set up for you, and the Wyoming LLC, when it gets set up, the way to capitalize it, the way to fund it, the way to put money in it is not to put money, but to put an IOU money. So we write a promissory note. I owe the Wyoming LLC, let's say 500,000, and that's the equity you have on the property. So we take that promissory note and we then record it against the property. So the property had 500,000 in equity. Let's say the bank gave you $1 million loan. There is 500,000 equity. You record that 500,000 as a second lien, second mortgage, second trust deed against the property. It's extremely powerful because then anybody want to sue you, they will look, they see that you have a property, they see that there is a $1 million owed to Chase Bank or Wells Fargo, and there is 500,000 owed to some Wyoming LLC. But the Wyoming LLC is yours, and we suggest for you to have it owned by a living trust that comes to you. We do the whole thing turnkey for you for $6,000. I mean, you can't beat that structure. Attorneys do worse structures, really bad structure for 15 to 20,000. But anyway, so the question that David has is, now, if the bank, you're trying to refinance, or you're trying to do whatever with the bank, and the bank looks at it and tells you, hey, you want to refinance, you want to cash out some money, but there is a second lien here for 500,000 owed to some Wyoming LLC. You tell them, because when we set it up for you, we send you an email with all the attachment that you own the Wyoming LLC, that this is your structure, that you have the operating agreement of the LLC, you have all the backup. You just literally forward that email and you say, I am the owner of that LLC. I was setting it as a lien because I owe this money. It's not that I borrowed. I owe this money to the LLC to capitalize it. I don't want to capitalize it for that amount of money. So I hereby remove, you can remove that lien. So what you do is, now you can tell the title company, remove the lien, so they remove it. You get a new loan with the bank, and then they record it again as a lien. So you do what's called substitution of collateral. You take it out, substitute it with a new loan if you're refinancing, and then they record it again. It costs you like $80 to remove and $80 to record it again. Okay, follow-up question.
Yep, his follow-up question. I believe you also mentioned something about showing different documents from the company holding the note. What would that be? In most cases, if we are seeking financing, would the banks understand and not have us remove the lien? If we decide to sell the property with the lien on it, do we record a satisfaction of the lien? How does that work?
Okay, so you disclose the full truth. We're not doing anything that is not legit here. You can record liens against property. There are 3 types of liens that we can record. When a bank or a lender gives us money, we can record that as borrowed money. That's a lien. The second type of lien is like a mechanics lien. Somebody built a pool, you didn't pay the person, so he's going to record a lien against your property. The third type of lien is work, like you owe the money to somebody, so you tell them, look, I owe you the money, or I owe this entity the money. They can record the lien against my property. Those are the 3 approved liens in the United States. So when you actually sell the property, you tell title company is going to call you and say, oh, you got a first lien to a bank and a second lien to some Wyoming LLC. The bank gave us the payoff, which is X. We need the payoff from this Wyoming LLC. You will show them, you will send them the email that shows the certificate of ownership for the Wyoming LLC, and you're going to tell them, I own the Wyoming LLC, and there is 0 balance owed because this was to capitalize the Wyoming LLC, so there is nothing owed. So since you're the owner and you're telling them nothing is owed, they're going to send you a form, you print it, you sign that the balance is 0, and then they can cancel that lien, and there is satisfaction of that lien. The lien was not to be paying off something, the lien was to capitalize, to pay, to put money in the entity. You don't want to put that money in the entity, you cancel it. There is 0 impact on taxes. There is no problem with the title company. We've done it many times.
Perfect. And then he has a total.
You're in control. So the summary is you're in control of that lien. You can remove it, you can substitute it, you can refinance, cash out some money and then record it again, etc. You totally tell them, I own that that entity that has the lien due to it, and I'm removing it because I don't need that money. I don't need to capitalize it for that amount anymore.